Every time I talk about, living in a free society, I get this phrase, oh, without these laws restricting activity X, there'd be total chaos. I got that from a friend at work concerning the war on drugs, and I got that on a comment on my latest video about language. And where does this come from? Total chaos. Let's look at this. Let's look at let's say, education. Is there total chaos? Look at the private system where there's basically no government interference. Do children walk through metal detectors and have to worry about getting shot at in the lunchroom in private schools? Or is there total chaos in the government schools? And the war on drugs. We've had to institute that to avoid total chaos. But you go to the streets of LA and the streets of, Harlem and the Bronx, New York, and the south side of Chicago, where the gang violence and street violence over, drug selling territory is totally out of control and chaotic. Where is all this order that people imply will be had when they institute these laws that take away liberties to deal with these problems? The police won't even police certain areas of LA, New York, and the big cities in this country because it's so chaotic. But yet government's going to give us order. If it wasn't for everything the government's doing, it'd be total chaos. Think of natural disasters like Katrina and other tornadoes and hurricanes. Oh, you have to have something in place. Without something in place, there'd be total chaos. Well, wait, we had something in place. We had FEMA. FEMA created, look at New Orleans. Look at New Orleans post-Katrina. You tell me a more chaotic situation than what the government had cooked up down there. There were people receiving help in the days immediately after Katrina. Small private charity organizations were on the ground. They were going into places that the government said they couldn't go. They were going in areas that the government wouldn't even go into. They were helping people stranded that were waiting on the National Guard or somebody else. And private jets, private boats were getting those people out of there. Now the whole place was chaotic, but having people gotten out of there seems a little bit less chaotic than people sitting there waiting on the government. Which they're still doing down there, by the way. Who creates chaos? You telling me your local DMV is a place of order and calm? You've never been to a more confusing, hectic, discouraging place than your local DMV. That's your government at work for you. The chaos is created by the government. Price controls. Oh, the market's volatile. The government gives you stability. Well, tell that to your parents that stood in line, got into arguments with people, had people wanting to punch them out for their place in line in the gas lines after Nixon instituted the price controls. Oh, because without the price controls, the market gives us total chaos. It's government that gives you chaos. And what this boils down to, I could have said this from the start, but I wanted to make some examples, is that people don't trust people. They don't trust the rest of the human race to do what's right in a state of liberty. They're distrusting of people in general because they think less of other people than they think of themselves. If you talk to people individually, you can talk to 100 individuals and say, yeah, I'd do the right thing. But you talk to them about 100 individuals, what do you think about those 100 guys over there if you just legalize marijuana on them? Oh, they'd be smoking pot all the time, couldn't bear it. They'd be shooting heroin up. Nobody trusts anybody else. We've got to get back to a state where we trust individuals to do the right thing in a free society. And it's been proven over and over and over and over again that they do. And there's order with freedom. And over again, there's chaos with government. It happens every time.